George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host, Giuliana Fischer, who is a clairvoyant psychic medium. And there was some rumors on TikTok that were going around, and I wanted to ask you your input on that because some conspiracy theorists have been saying that in 2024, because a lot of weird things have been happening. First of all, in 2024 that we can't really explain, and I know you, being a clairvoyant psychic, can explain some of it a lot more than I could. But people are saying that a big name celebrity is gonna, who we presume to be no longer alive, is going to pop up alive, and it's gonna shock everyone. And the rumors going around are it's Michael Jackson. So I wanted to ask you, because I know you can see into souls, and you can see when people are in the realm of the living, and you can also see when people are in no longer in the realm of the living. Like, I wanted to get your opinion on that, and not specifically if it's just going to be Michael Jackson, but have you ever also looked into the death of a soul or a celebrity, and you were given the idea that they weren't really dead? So I wanted to get into those two topics with you.
Yeah, sometimes I had the feeling that Michael Jackson is still alive because of two things. When Aaron passed away, and I was talking with Aaron's soul a lot, one of the first things was that Aaron asked me, "Where's Michael?" When I bring Aaron to the Heal Division, Aaron asked me, "Where's Michael?" And I said, "Oh, maybe he's in hell because he was like a bad human or what else." And I was wondering why he can't see Michael Jackson. So then I thought maybe he's not that. And then I saw a documentary, and they said that his clone, or the person who looks exactly like him, he used him sometimes for appointments or concerts when he was not in a good mood. And that person passed away 1 week before he passed away. And so many people are thinking that Michael just using his death to say, "Hey, now I'm dead," that he can live like a quiet life, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
So when you look at photos of him, or feel the spirit or aura of him, what do you feel? Do you feel that he's still around, that he's still roaming, or like does he feel lost? Does how do you what do you get from him?
I don't have the feeling that he's really passed because when I look at videos from Aaron, I feel that his energy is lost, and the energy is lost when when someone passed away. I can't see the energy anymore. I can't see the aura anymore. It's like there's nothing, and then I can see, okay, someone passed away, but by Michael, I don't see that. So I really have the strange feeling that he's still alive and live his life somewhere else just to have like a quiet life. This is my opinion about that.
This is so interesting because a lot of times when people pass away, especially celebrities, there are these conspiracy theorists who would say, "Oh, they're not really dead. They're living their life somewhere in on an island." And so it would be really interesting if that really happened, because we've never really encountered a story where the celebrity was not actually dead.
Mm.
Well, we don't know if we have or not. We have no proof that they're still alive. So do you think in the future that something like this will happen, that someone that the world previously thought was no longer alive will reemerge? Or do you think that the people, if they have successfully done that, that's the last thing they would ever do? They're gonna live the rest of their life secretively, and we'll never know the truth.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people say that Tupac or Biggie are still alive, but I don't believe that. I really think these both persons are really dead. But just by Michael, I really think, oh my God, I have the feeling when I watch documentaries about him, his energy is still there. So I'm really sure that this guy is still alive, no matter what people think now about me, but I think this guy is still alive.
Well, I believe if you can feel and see these energies, and I believe you. I we have no proof. We have no proof of this. We only know what we're told. And we've learned with the media, we can be told a lot of different things, and the media is not telling the truth. So
Mhm.
I feel like the details surrounding his death were weird, and it was really interesting that the person he used, almost like the clone that he was using, passed away, and that would be a perfect opportunity. There's a body, there's someone who looks
Just
like
one
him.
week before. Just 1 week before. And Michael, I hear in the documentary, he always said, I don't want this life in the public anymore. I want a quiet life. I want a secret life. And so it really could be that he just used his death from that clone, what he using, to fake his own death. This is my
He
opinion. And everything maybe makes sense.
he definitely said many, many times that the life that he lived, and we saw, though he was scrutinized and criticized his whole life. He wasn't able to do anything. He was never able to recover from the allegation. So it would make a lot of sense that he wanted to rid himself of the public criticism, and that would make sense. And I don't understand why people would do it, but he had enough money to go off to a desert island and never need to speak to anyone again. But I do think that if he is alive, everyone in his family probably knows. Like they're probably visiting him on this island. We're just the only ones that don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, Prince knows, I think, that Michael is still alive, and I think he's always with him.
Oh, so that's probably the person that visits him and brings him. Because I'm assuming you would need someone to bring things to you because you can't go out. You can't go shopping. You would need someone that's tending to you,
Yeah.
that's helping. Keep your. Because if you're living in a house and you can never leave, you would need somebody to shop for you,
Yeah.
bring things to you, keep things. So maybe that is Prince is that person. And also lately in the news, Prince has been having a legal battle with Michael's mother over money. And I wonder if that legal battle could be brought on by Michael himself.
Mhm.
Maybe he wants more money for himself because him being alive, and I think his mom spent millions and millions of dollars in a year. And I think with him still being alive, he would need more money for himself. And maybe that legal battle isn't necessarily between Prince Michael and their grandmother. It's more so between Michael and the grandmother, but he's facilitating those actions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was in the news lately. They're in court and he wants full control of the estate. And I guess the estate is paying for the mom's medical bills, is paying for her. Michael left in the will that he wanted his mom to be fully taken care of.
Mhm.
And I guess Prince is going through the courts to no longer take care of his grandmother. He feels that his grandmother has enough money, she should take care of herself. And it makes you wonder if Michael is still alive, if Michael is the one facilitating that. Because,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
right, because if the money is being spent very quickly, he still needs money too, and I feel like it's much more expensive to live a secret life than it is to live an open life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna be following that story, and as we watch that go through the courts as well, because a lot of people were very shocked because they were hurt to see Michael's family fighting over the money, because I think they were saying the last thing Michael ever would have wanted was people to fight over money, his children and his mom. But again, if he's still alive, this might be something that he needs to do to continue his lifestyle out of the public eye.